Okay, what's up, everyone? Let me know if you hear me good. It's Sunday, Rabbit Hole, 17th May. Welcome, Christian. Perfect. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your feedback. We have uh, yeah, okay. We have not much news from geopolitics. There is Trump and President Xi uh, talks a few days ago at Friday. There is a link to it. They talk about the Iran and some deals of Chinese production in USA. So maybe China gonna do some fabrics in USA. I'm not gonna read that all because it's a long article. So I'm just send it for the Discord. Trump also posted today something about Iran. His patient gonna be over soon, but we saw things like that. So it's I think it's irrelevant for the market open. So nothing impactful for the market open from geopolitics. So let's go to the macroeconomics. Tomorrow, Monday, housing index, okay, low value. Don't need to talk about it too much. Tuesday, a lot of news for CAD, CPI, building permits. Nothing for USD. So we have light start of the week. Monday, Tuesday, no news. Maybe something hit us from geopolitics. We need to monitor Trump's social media, but from macroeconomics, there is nothing at the beginning of the upcoming week, Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday. FOMC meeting minutes. Okay, that's gonna be impactful. This is one of the three kings of the news, one of the most impactful news on the market. So Wednesday evening, 8 p.m. CST, that hour, we will monitor it at the midweek for sure. Thursday, unemployment claims, as always, building permits, house starts. Okay, all of that are mid-impact, medium. Unemployment claims as always at Thursday and Friday. Friday is also nothing, to be honest. Consumer sentiment, it's not impactful. It's for me, it's low impact, to be honest. So only Wednesday at evening for people who living in Europe is very impactful. And to be honest, overall, that week is No news. No news. Only one impactful news for upcoming week from macroeconomics. Yeah, we need to monitor geopolitics also every day. Now it's a war. Iran and USA have negotiation talks, so we'll see how it goes. And also Russia with Ukraine still on the war path. Yeah, we can jump into technical chart, technical analysis. 12 days to close that monthly candle, engulfing candle, engulfing volume. Yeah, potential distro here. That's the biggest volume ever in March. So we'll see if it put us lower. EMA 20 is below the chart. We have some space to touch it, but that are not that big as that first one. Let me look at the seasonality chart. My consolidation. Okay. April upside, June, July consolidation, and August run. Hmm. Yeah, gold is not following the seasonality. Merge downside. Yeah, we had a merge downside. April up, but we have a consolidation. And May also we have a range. Maybe June gonna print a green candle. We'll see. Weekly is looking like a lower high formation here. There is a low. That was low, but not good. There is a low. There is also low. There is a low. Counter trend up. Yeah, weekly is looking like want to melt still. Daily, daily same. EMA is above the candles. We have potential low to take out. 4 hour. 4 hour is still in the range here. And 4 hour is still holding fib range here. Yeah, they're printing below, but down of the range is here. We still didn't take it out. My idea from Friday wrecked us. It was 15-minute chart. I send idea. Yeah, here, 15-minute BOS. They do a pullback, another BOS here. But market sweep you. So that idea going to the stop loss. Friday stop loss. We have some consolidation now. This is very similar. 1 hour. Let me remove it. EMA above. Liquidity taken with bigger volume. That volume similar but engulfing candle. So, how I see gold. Gold buys idea. We need to break out this zone, do the retest, and potential for continue upside. That's a bullish idea. And bearish idea. Pullback into the zone. Zone should act as a resistance, print some break of structure to the downside, and continuation for melt. First target here for sells. Second target. And final target here. That will be targets for swing gold. For sells, we can go there. Maybe. Let me remove it to not mess up people who are not on the stream. That's gonna be bearish idea for gold. Zero imbalance on this candle. Yeah, okay, but if we go to that zero imbalance, I believe we can reject back to the zone as a pullback and continuation upside. So I'm not marking that zone for sells. That's gonna be something like that. Hit the zero imbalance inside that big red candle, do the pullback and continuation. Only things I don't like for gold upside is that big weak candle. I don't like big wicks to stay intact. I like to see big wicks take out. So sells idea for daily have sense because we have big wick. Also big wick here. We're talking about takeout this week, and that week was takeout. Yeah, here with that big candle with another week hit into our fib level and point of control, if I'm not wrong. And reject to the upside. Yeah, we have break of structure here on the daily. I'm marking my fib on that one, and I believe we can hit somewhere around 5k, but we didn't hit 61% and market reject to the downside. So now this week is untaken still, so maybe something gonna be as a magnet to this place, below this place. Let me go with monthly. Monthly is here or here. Below 4k, around this volume from consolidation. Or just below this week. If we get there below this week, I will monitor the price for sure for reversal. But for now, we have 1 hour chart, potential sells. If this zone act as a resistance, print the break of structure to the downside on 1 minute to 5 minute time frame. Or if price just break through this zone without any respect, we have buys idea here. Breakout, test somewhere around this zone and continuation to the upside. So there is no one idea. That idea is what if. If market reject, sells. If market break up, buys. Let me know if that gold analysis is clean for you. Let me know if you have some question about gold, and also if you have some charts, share it here. Okay. Yeah, we are good. Something I got lags. Something lagging me. Let me know if we are good with stream. I see it's lagging. Yes, we good. Okay. Christian, I would love that. Yeah, you have similar analysis. Yeah, we have the very similar analysis. Nice, nice. Very similar point of view. That's good that you're doing something. Yeah, yeah, you do good. You're doing good. Let me check something. Yeah, point of control for the weekly is here. So that's the zone also what I'm showing you for the monthly. For the monthly chart, it's inside 61 to 78 fib. It's around this volume. So maybe long term, maybe for next few months, we'll see. Yeah, daily showing sells. Daily showing sells, or if we break it up. Weekly sells, daily sells, 4 hour also sells from higher price. We'll see, we'll see. what happened here around this zone. If it show us sell setup, I'm going to sell. If it show us breakout, I'm going to buy gold. I'm 5 months into gold, learning every day. I will be okay, I believe. Yeah, yeah, you should. You should be okay. Don't forget about live your life, bro. Trading is not everything. Don't waste too much time on it. I'm wasting 20 hours per day. Maybe I don't need to spend that much time on it. If you do a few hours per day, if you have your time, let's say from 6 to 9 or from 6 to 10, it's good. Few hours per day. With spending 12 hours per day, you can be good trader, but but your life can mess up a bit. I know, I just finished barbecue with friends. Oh, okay, okay. Barbecue with friends. So, where are you living? Where are you living, my brother? We have very bad weather in the Poland, raining a lot. Friday bit cold, Saturday raining whole Saturday, and when Friday night rain comes, it's still raining till now. Tomorrow also will be raining whole day, and maybe Tuesday gonna be better. UK, okay, so so now UK weather in Poland. Okay, 15 years. I'm Romanian, yeah. When I was younger, I'm working with some Romanians in Vienna for short term of time, a few months after school. That was 11 years ago or something like that. Yep, so we have gold. I guess everything is clean for you. Let me know if you have some question for gold. There is 2 minutes for the question for gold. I will look at the chat, talk with you guys, and then we going for DXY, silver, S&P, euro, GBP. Yeah, we can also look at the UJ, Bitcoin, and oil. I work with Polish good people. I love it. Yeah, people from Poland are nice usually, but they drinking a lot of alcohol. Also in work. You're looking to sell in session or soon after market open with the case. Ah, I know. Yeah, I'm also Polish, but stopped drinking near time ago. I'm looking for the idea after market open to answer your question. If market gets to the zone and print BOS on 1 minute to 5 minute time frame, print BOS to the downside, 1 minute to 5 minutes, it can be 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. If market print BOS to the downside, I'm going to sell. And if market break through that zone without any price action here, without any break of structure to the downside, I will waiting impatient for the retest, and I'm looking for buys on 1 minute to 5 minute time frame, somewhere around the zone. We can also help with FIPS here or from here, maybe. If we break it to the upside, I'm just going to quick reanalyze it for the lower time frame, and I'm looking for buys. So with breakout to the up, buys. We've rejected with POS to the downside, sells. I can't say now which direction I like more, but weekly and daily showing me more downside structure and price action. Weekly and daily showing me more sells. But I'm not worried about it now. I just observe this zone here. You like buys, I know. Yeah, I like buys, for the last 2 years, 3 years. Yeah, 2 years, over 2 years. I'm just buying, and that was, you know, direction was upside, so more pips and less risk to play with direction, with macro direction. I am a macro direction trader, so I'm trading with the direction because trading with the macro direction giving you more pips and less risk. Now we can possible sweep for the downtrend for some time, maybe some weeks or some months. We have still a lot of room, 1K dollars on gold price to down. It's a lot. It still can be around 20 to 25% from where is it now. But macro on gold is a bit sketchy for now. We have that war with Iran, but they are negotiation the deal to make a peace between USA, Israel, and Iran. And as long as this war is still happening, we can expect more sells to the downside. But we have also a lot of central banks who are holding gold and they buying gold, the price doesn't matter for them. They buying gold at every price for last 2 years, and even that was the bigger low. That was accumulation, yeah. Let's say from 2019, they buying gold. From 2019 at each price, even if that was 2K, 1.5K, 3.5, they buying it. So maybe now bank also want to bring the price lower to have a better position on gold and then scale it again to the upside. One day gold can cost even 20K for an ounce. The question is not if gold hit 20K. The question is when it hit 20K. It's gonna be next 10 years, 20 years, 5 years. We don't know that. Yeah, and traders trading price action. What is happening now? So now there is an idea for bullish and for bearish. Uh, oh yes, people don't usually analyze gold macro. Big mistake. Yeah, institutions are buying. Yes, yeah, institutions are big banks, central banks are still buying gold. Yeah, we'll see where is the bigger support for them, where is the price when all of that banks just start to jump in. We'll see. Yeah, we spend a lot of time for gold today. Let's move to another assets because I can't see any question for gold. So let's move to another assets from last week. DXY is climbing still. 1 to 7, very nice. Overall target is around 1 to 20. And that's my macro on DXY. I draw it at merge. I want to see hit 61 to 78, sweep liquidity from this one, that little lower high, tiny lower high. I want to see sweep of the liquidity from here on the dollar, macro dollar. And I want to see bigger melt on it. Let me clean it up. We have a lot of good ideas. Somewhere here in November last year, I was analyzing with my boys from gold miners. I want to just see the same situation like here, like previous structure from top to the down. We have a liquidity here on that tiny lower high. You see similarity to here? It's around 61 fib, same as here, around 61 fib. We have accumulation. We have liquidity to the downside, this one. That lows are pretty equal. We have liquidity to the downside, that lows are pretty equal. Fake out to the upside into 61 to 78 and melt for range at lower levels. And I just want to see the same. That was the sweep. I want to see a sweep hit something between 61 to 78 and melt for the range at lower price. The dollar is very interesting. We have range for the buys, that bigger one. And dollar is in it. That's why we're buying. That's why we're buying. And above this liquidity, I will looking for short. So now it's buys for the XY. And when we hit 61 to 78, I will looking for sells lower. Dollar continue. From our analysis from previous week, I mean this week because it's still Sunday, week is not over, we have 2 hours to end of the week. It's still going up. We'll see. Overall target here, it's 1 to 60, but you know you need to holding for the weeks or months. So be serious, be serious. Target is here. Be serious. But that not mean we can't snipe for the lows. Buys, buys, buys until we hit our target. No, buys here while we do a higher high, close your position. Pullback buys when we do a higher high, close your position, and again and again. That's the playing with the trend. Yeah, we have gold, we have the XY. Let me know if there is some or if there is some question for the DXY. I'm going to drink some water. And we're going to Silver, S&P, oil, Bitcoin, and currency pairs. Today's stream can be a bit longer than usual. What symbol you use to buy dollar? To buy dollar, you can use every pair DXY to something. Every pair with USD when USD is first. USD CHF, USD JPY, USD Canadian dollar. I don't have you cut here. There is your J. Yeah. So all pairs with USD first. You can use it to buy. And when USD going to downside, you sell the pairs with USD first. So when USD is first with your pair, you going with the direction, and if USD is second, like you play opposite. So when USD going up, you playing upside pairs with USD first, and if USD going up, you playing this pairs for sells. That's for the upside USD. When USD is up, you playing this pairs upside and this pairs downside. And when USD is downside, you playing opposite. This playing for sells and this playing for up. You can screenshot it. And opposite. Right. I can do it like that. JPY is better paid as banks from the product to get. Yeah, but also Trump want to take down the XY, but we have technical chart, and I believe first we need to do a pullback for take it down more. Trump wanting to bring dollar lower, but for upcoming weeks or months, I believe we can do a pullback and then continuation to the downside with his bias. Yeah, GBP USD, Euro USD, USD JPY, and USD CAD. That pairs I'm show you here are good to trading. People also trading against the DUSD, New Zealand dollar. Yeah, if TXY is clean, we can quick go for the silver. Oh, silver is into zone, in our zone here. Silver is inside the zone from last week. From daily fibs. So you need a 1 hour break of structure inside. Yeah, that's silver. I will not spend too much time on it. We had a daily chart last week. We have fib, and this is exactly in 61 to 78 now. From daily to time frame down, 4 hour, 1 hour break of structure. So we need to see 1 hour break of structure inside. I'm not dropping silver here, but that was on the stream. If you miss it, you can rewatch this session. S&P get wrecked us. Go almost 1 to 3, 2.5 risk to reward, and hit stop loss. Oh, volume on that green candle is pretty good. S&P, S&P for 4-hour perspective, 15 minutes chart. We need to 15 minutes break of structure. I'm not gonna send it. That's for the guys who are on the stream now, or for the guys who's rewatch the stream. S&P is in the zone for potential buys. If we break off structure here, you can put your fibs, wait for the retest. You can also look at the trap candles or something inside the range, maybe mitigation or something like that for possible continuation to the upside. If S&P didn't respect that zone with break of structure and just melt to the downside, we have zone somewhere here, somewhere around this line for swing buys. Euro continue to the downside for the macro. That's the macro for euro. That's opposite to the dollar. Yeah, let's skip it. Let's skip it. Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still fighting to the upside. It's 1 to 1. Come on. I want to see 100K on Bitcoin or go to lower zone, and then I'm going full port into Bitcoin for my holdings. And for the final, we have oil. Oil also wrecked us. Hit target 1 and reverse. First target was 1 to 4. So oil hit 1 to 4 and reverse to the upside. 1 to 4, always good. From every target, oil can reverse to the upside, so I'm not wonder when oil reverse. It's okay. 1 to 4, secure from that setup. It's pretty good in just One, two, sorry, there's 1 hour. 1, 2, 3, 4. In just 4 hour, 1 to 4 risk to reward. Now, for now, I don't like oil anymore, so I'm not analyzing for the market open. It can still continue. Yeah, I'm not analyzing for the market open. Maybe you can put your fee, but it's still not the top because we can open with a gap to the upside, and you need to drag your fee to the upside. When it start falling, you can put your fee and looking for 0.5 to 0.78. For now, there is no setup for oil. Okay, 3 minutes for the question. Today only Christian is active on the chat. I invite you to be active on the chat, guys, and we are around the finish of the session. Yeah, 3 minutes for the question. I'm going to drink some water, and we are about to finish. Christian says no question. For the next stream, see you later. Yeah, I will be active on the market open probably. If you have some question to me, you can always tag my nickname and ask. I will always answer you as soon as possible. I'm not active 24 hours on the Discord, but if you have some question, you can tag me, and when I got notification, I'm just answer the question. Yeah, I'm going to wait for the market open for today, and we'll see what happened on gold. And the BOS, guys, 15-minute BOS. This is not the BOS. This is not the BOS. Also, this is not the BOS. This is very weak BOS. So when someone joining after this candle probably make a mistake because it's a very weak BOS. The best BOS is market going down. That's a stronger BOS. Market going down, make a lower low, and after lower low, make a higher high. You know, that's the best BOS. From lower low to lower high. That's the best BOS. If market just going down and do something like that, that's not the BOS. That's a counter trend to the upside. That's a counter trend, you know. BOS is here. From lower low to higher high. There is a BOS. And there is a BOS. Here it's not BOS because you jump from higher low. You are still on the move to the upside. You're not changing the structure. You are in the counter trend to the upside. We need to talk more about the structure in upcoming session. Upcoming session will focus on the structure because structure is very important. If you understand the structure and fib range, to be honest, you don't need to use any more tools. Structure and fib levels are enough to trading for me. I'm using also point of control, mm, fixed volume range. I'm using also volume bars. But if someone take me all indicators, I can be successful only with market structure. So market structure is the most important thing on the market. Market structure, fib levels, and volume. Because volume telling you where is the flow. So this is yeah, I mean this is change of character, and this is BOS, yeah, but I'm calling change of character as a BOS on the stream. So let's use BOS for the change of character. Yeah, after I'm share it, we are finished. That's a longer session. We have next at Tuesday. I'm still not fixing the graphics. I need to find some time in upcoming week. Fib. Will do. Thank you again. Fib on 1 hour is the best, right? There is not the best fib. It depends on structure. You know, if market expanding to the upside, you can analyze 15 minutes. You can analyze also 5 minutes. If market have a sharp candles with reaccumulation, there is not the best time frame for the fib levels. Every time frame have their own range, fib ranges. Uh, Maybe you make a video soon explaining this with charts. Yes, more details about it will be in the video. Also details with volume range, fib levels, volume bars, and structure. That will be separate video coming around summer. I need to still finish video for the beginners. That video for advanced will be in English for sure. Uh, but need to figure out how to share it. I have also a lot of ideas for evolve our group, but I need to promote the channel more. In the future also will be the possibility to streaming every day for London Open. It will call Coffee with Cat every day at 9 a.m. CST. Also, I will include one psychological session for the week and things like that. I'm preparing some tools. There is Catix printing Vol 2, Vol 2, but it needs to be fixed by programmist because that triangles are levitate. You see, they are not showing correctly. I talk with some programmist. He will fix it, and I will share my tool. That tool depends on engulfing candle, engulfing volume. So you do the analyze for the market. You you mark the zone, and then you wait for the correct signal inside your zone. You know, but you see, it's still not working as I want to. So you skip all signals. Uh, if the signal doesn't print in your zone, you just skip it. If signal print inside your zone, let's say, I don't know, like that, maybe there is your zone. It's gonna be hard because the triangle just levitate. Let's see, there is your zone, that yellow box. Signal is printing inside to the downside. You just jump in after the candle and you catch the move, you know. Just need to fix it. A lot of things will coming later in the year, but first I need to promote my channel more and bring more people. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Longer session, over 1 hour. We see again at Tuesday. And as I said, if you have some question, you can send it on the Discord. I will answer you as soon as possible. And I will watch the market. I will watch the gold for after market open for buys or sells. We'll see how it opens. So that's gonna be it from myself for today. A longer session. We see again at Tuesday. Be careful with market open. You have set up for both sides. If gold do that, you do that. If gold do this, you do another things. So thank you for being here with me today. Thank you for everyone who watch or rewatch this session later. See you again at Tuesday. Have a nice day. Bye bye.